Come on then, go live. I'm live, yay! Hello. I can't see that I'm live though. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. There it is. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHe.com. I need to do a bit of a sound check on this. I've changed the position of the mic because this table is really high, and so maybe it's just the mic positioning that wasn't so good. Still trying to get the audio right. So I had an amazing day yesterday, shooting videos down at the beach. So beautiful. So the thumbnail for this was me lying in the hammock at the beach making the videos. So nice to be able to have the beach as an office and the hammock as your office chair, and now I've got all the equipment to do videos like that. It's great. So I've been doing business, work, money, career readings for each star sign. I was going to do soulmate readings, but my higher self said, no, do work ones, work and money. So I did. Hey, Plasma Jondo. How are you? Good. So I picked a card out for today, and as usual, I'm going to go deeper into the daily reading. So the daily reading was all about not doubting the action that we've taken, especially not doubting actions we've taken. So you take the action and you let it go. You don't doubt it or try and control what comes out of the action either. You don't need to hold the energy. You can take action and let it go. But today we've got, by the book, is the card of the day. This is about doing things the way that it's always been done, the right way of doing things, which is interesting because the daily we went into following our intuition and not taking other people's word or opinions, people that we respect, not taking their opinions over our intuition. Let's see what Colette Baron Reid says about this, because they seem to contradict each other. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings in turn have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Interesting. Hiya, Dad. So that's the overall energy for today, which is kind of contradictory to the daily read, which was more about following our intuition, especially our own intuition instead of someone else's. And I was talking about not taking my word for it, even though I can hear your higher self. I'm trying to tune you into your intuition so that in your daily life you can follow your own path, right? But then, okay, so I'm going to read the abundance message out for this one and see if it ignites me a little bit, because it's left me a little bit cold, this card. I don't really understand why it's come out. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you're willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you're striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works and you'll attract abundance. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it's about this balance of the two. You know, it's interesting because I was just watching YouTube videos this morning. So after getting that guidance from myself yesterday about being more creative, making a decision to be more creative. And of course, I got my new equipment for the videos and I did them down at the beach, and they're like a whole new level. You're going to love them. I'll publish them today sometime. And not just the quality of the audio and the video itself, but also the content that I was doing as well. It just seemed like it was another level. And so this morning I'm watching YouTube videos about social media marketing that just popped up on in my subscriptions. And in that they were saying social media is changing so much that you've got to keep on changing things up. So I know that already. I've been doing the social media marketing for a long time, and some things work, some things don't work, and it flows, it changes. And so it's like I'm doing the mixture now of listening to my intuition, which has pointed me to YouTube, and the equipment that I'm getting and everything, and then also watching the YouTube videos of how to do it well and what other people are doing too. So it's like that mixture of intuition and the teachings of how other people are doing it and what's working at the moment. It's like that combination of the two, learning from others, what's working for others. And it's interesting because in my business before, what I've found is that the buy the book thing, for example, I spent a lot of money on product launch formula, of course. All about email marketing and how to launch the product. And I never used it. Not only didn't I use it, I did all the training for it, but I didn't use it. And the reason I didn't use it is because my intuition is telling me, and my own experience is telling me, that email marketing isn't the way to go now. I don't know about you, but I'm so sick of getting so many emails. I unsubscribe from almost everything. And even the ones that I'm still subscribed to because I want to see some of it, I generally just delete the emails. It's like, it's too much. There's too much. If I need information, I can go on YouTube. I can go to podcasts. I can go on Facebook to see what people are doing. I don't want that information overload through email. And so if I don't want it, other people don't want it too, right? And so the whole, and also, of course, because I learned product launch formula, I can see when other people are using it. And those kind of marketing methods, to me, they're phony. Like, I can see that they're phony. I can see that they're manipulative. Of course, I've learned about it, so I've learned like the manipulations in it. And it's not that it's really bad manipulations, but it still is that marketing method to poke people's wounds and stuff. And it's like, I don't think that's the way to go now. I don't think that's the future. I think you can manipulate or you can inspire people. And the inspiration way of marketing is way more important. And that's interesting because someone was saying on YouTube that I was watching this morning that it's much more about letting people get to know you now, social media marketing, and that companies are doing worse than individuals now because people will trust an individual when they get to know them and have a mistrust of companies. And I think the same goes for those old marketing approaches as well. I've got a mistrust of them. I'm just going to go get my nail file because I've got a bit of a raggy nail and it's annoying me. So yeah, I think things are changing. And so that's what it is for me. That's what I'm picking up for me, is that it's a mixture is required. So it's like, don't just take someone else's word for it, their opinion on how they do something or what's worked for them, but don't completely disregard it either. Follow your intuition of what's right for you, which has always done better in my business. For me, whenever I've followed my intuition, I've done better in business. And when I haven't, I've done worse in business. When I've followed someone else's, I've done worse. But, however, I do learn a lot too. Like I like learning. I like learning new things. Right now, I'm learning how to be creative with my videos, which is fun. So yeah, I think there's a balance to be had. This by the book. Don't copy someone else's path. That will lead you astray. But don't disregard their teachings either. It's like that nice combination. Mehmet, hello, how are you? I ask myself questions as what do I need to know? After a while, answer yields itself before me in the form of a video and a book. That's it. So that's the great combination of the two, right? Using your intuition and then that leading you to a teaching. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And I can look back to the time when I actually purchased that product launch formula. Not that it's a bad thing at all, it's working great for people. I can look back to then and my intention, my reasons for getting it. It was just, I wanted that fast. It's like what it just said by the book. I wanted that fast. I wanted the magic pill. I wanted the fast approach. I wanted something simple that was going to work because I was coming from lack. But none of it sat right with me at all, like none of it. So I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm like, what a waste of money. Okay, so let's go deeper into the daily read. How's it sound today? Is it good? Should I turn my microphone back around? Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's the height of the microphone because it should be like that, but then I've got to look upwards toward it. I could sit it on my knee, but then I've got to balance it. So that should sound really good. Is that good? That's really annoying. Yeah. I wonder if I could have like a little table or something with it on right in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to put it back because that's just way too annoying. Okay. So we've got, trust myself and self-love, right? And so this is, as Mehmet said, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself above other people's opinions of what, or other people's paths, or what other people are teaching. And that doesn't mean completely disregard what they're saying because your intuition can lead you to that teaching. But to trust yourself requires you to love yourself first. And so people that don't love themselves will always put other people on a pedestal, always take what other people think above what they think themselves, always taking other people's opinions above their own, that kind of thing. And so loving yourself more leads to that, trusting yourself more, so that you can follow your own intuition. Okay, more. So did anything happen for anyone today or yesterday, depending on what day you're on? Because yesterday's reading was all about some news coming in or some opportunity coming in and to go for it. Which was interesting because nothing like that happened for me, but it kind of came from within. So I did do something new yesterday. And the only kind of signs and stuff were the opposite. It was like invitations to sabotage myself. So on the way to do my videos, do my new stuff. On the way to the beach, it rained on me, it poured with rain, just like a rain shower, and I got soaked. So I stopped in a cafe, had a coffee till it stopped, and then carried on to the beach. So I was soaking wet once I got there. Not only that, but I was riding my bike underneath the tree and a bird pooped on me. Like, it hit my eyebrow and my jeans too, like, and it wasn't a small amount either. And so once I got to the beach, I had to go into the bathroom and wash all of that. And I'm thinking, I'm excited about going and doing my videos, but why? Why is all of this stuff happening? As if, I could have seen that as a sign to stop and to go home and not do it. But instead I carried on, and it was really good. Like, it was really, really good. Really good videos, really good content. I'm going back to do the rest of them. I didn't have time to finish them all off. So that was like something that came through me, an opportunity that came through me that I said yes to, when the universe seemed to be saying no to it. But yeah, as I said, I think that could have been a invitation to sabotage. But I was fully expecting to like get a message from someone or some kind of an offer. Or didn't happen. Not for you, Adat. Maybe today. Okay, more energies for today. We've got empower the self and healing. Yeah, we seem to be going through a very introverted time at the moment, which doesn't surprise me because it's just struck me that it's Mercury retrograde, and that's what it's all about. It's not about breaking things. And people have so much fear about Mercury retrograde. They focus on completely the wrong things. I love it. It's an introverted time. It's when you go within to sort stuff out. I was born during a Mercury retrograde. I don't have any resistances to doing that inner work, and so to me it's like normal time when Mercury goes retrograde. And this is saying like the same thing too. It's like inner healing work, empowering yourself. What's holding you back from standing up for yourself, from speaking out, from doing what you want to do, maybe putting yourself out there more. What's stopping you from speaking up and doing your thing? What's stopping you from standing in your power? It's about healing that today. And self-love is a big part of it, of course. It's like, how aren't you trusting yourself? Because if you don't trust yourself, you're not going to empower yourself, right? If you don't love yourself, you're not going to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you're not going to empower yourself. So all of that needs healing. The internal work. Yeah. More daily energies. Yeah, so the daily read said about not worrying, not doubting stuff. So when you take an action, like yesterday, the action that I took was those videos, and it was great. I wish I could have got through them all, but I just didn't have time, and I knew that I needed to stop and go and eat something, take some time for myself. But yeah, I'm not doubting it at all. It felt at a whole new level to me. So I'm not doubting that action that I took, even though a bird pooed on me. And so here we've got, don't worry about it. So not only don't doubt the actions that you're taking or the healing that you're doing on yourself or the intuition that you've had, don't doubt it, and also don't worry about it too. You don't need to hold the energy for something. It's like you ask the universe for something, then it leads you to it. It leads you to getting aligned with it. You don't need to hold the energy for it. You don't need to keep on that vision. Although if you're focused on something else, if you're focused on the opposite, you need to keep on the vision, the big vision of it, but only to get in alignment. You don't actually need to hold the energy for that. And when people are trying to hold the energy for that, so imagine you're trying to make something happen, you're keeping it in your focus because you think that you need to keep it in your focus to make it manifest. That's a form of worry. That's not letting it go and trusting, right? And so this is saying, talk to someone. So when you find yourself in worry, it's a good thing to get that off your chest, to write it down, even if there's no shoulders to cry on, if there's no one that you can dump your crap onto that will listen to you, then write it down. But it's better to talk to somebody, because when you share your worries with someone, it just makes it so much easier. It just lifts it off your shoulder. It's a good thing. So whatever you talk to someone about it, tell somebody. And it could be that they've got the solution to it as well, or that they can just offer support so that you don't have to worry about it. It's like, don't worry, I've got you. Something, if the worst happens, if what you're worried about happens, I've got you. I can sort it out. I can help you sort it out. Yeah. More of the daily energies, we've got healing, cleansing, letting go of whatever it is that's making you feel vulnerable. This came up so much in the videos that I did yesterday. It's not a time to ignore what's been worrying you, especially when these worries have been for a long time, right? And so in the videos I did yesterday, it was about work, business, money, and this Be Vulnerable card came out for almost every star sign that I did, about money and the money part of it. And it's like, so many people are feeling vulnerable and are feeling not in control of the money. And it's like, don't ignore the worry, don't ignore those bad feelings, because you need to feel something before you can heal it. You can't heal something that you don't feel. And there is a time to ignore those feelings. There's a time to ignore the bad feelings when you have no solution available. Because otherwise, if you're focused on like bad feeling, you're just going to feel bad all the time. It's like, going deeper into that down and spiraling down. And so there is a time to ignore your feelings and to numb out, distract yourself and all of that. But to actually release it, you need to feel it. And so with this, no worries, and talk to someone. It's like, whatever is the thing that you've really been struggling with life, maybe it is money, maybe this is why I was told by my higher self to do the work money readings this week, is that maybe that's what a lot of people are worrying about, and it's making them feel vulnerable. And it's saying now that it's time to clean it up now. It's not by ignoring it, not by ignoring the worry, feeling the worry, and fassing up to a friend about it, saying that you're really worried about it. And that's going to give you the permission to feel it, and then once you feel it, you can choose something else. You're like, I don't want to feel this anymore. It feels really horrible to be worried about money or whatever it is that you're worried about. And then a solution can come along from that. But it can't come along when you're ignoring it. So yeah, we're going through a very introverted healing phase at the moment. MJ, hello, how are you? It feels to me that you weren't being stopped, but you were being delayed. So the timing for the videos was right for you. How beautiful you feel they were. Yeah, and something really interesting happened at the beach as well, is that this little beach that I go to, I park my bike up, and then it's quite a walk to this little beach. I've got to walk around the coastline, sometimes through water. It's a hard beach to get to. And I go there because it's a tiny little beach and there's hardly ever anyone there. It's usually just me. Sometimes there'll be one or two people. So I started making the videos, and you'll see when I upload them, when I publish them today. Like the first video, there's no one there at the start, and I think by the end of the first video, there's like 20 people in the ocean behind me or something. It's like all these people came out of nowhere. The island is really quiet at the moment. That beach, even if it's busy on the island, that beach is always quiet. Suddenly all these people showed up, and it didn't bother me. Like, I hope that they don't mind being in the bikinis and stuff in my videos. But yeah, bizarre. And so that was another thing. It's like, why is there suddenly lots of people now? And I went there for the peace and quiet to do the videos, and then it ended up being lots of people. Hey Joao, how are you? What do you see towards my finances in the next year? Well, it's totally dependent on what you do. Check out your video for your star sign. It will be later today that I upload them. I've got 4 more to record. And then that's going to take me a few. It's probably in about 6-7 hours that they'll be published. But yeah, check that out. But yeah, I can't predict it because it totally depends on what you do, on the energy, what you'll allow, and what you do in the next year. You've got free will for that. But I will do some readings for you soon. I'm just going to pick some cards for myself first. So yeah, the readings that I've done for work and money, they're not about predictions at all. It's about the energy that's going on at the moment, and how to actually change your focus or your beliefs or that energy to get the money, to get the work that you want. It's the only useful thing. Like, predictions aren't useful because you've got free will. Okay. This is interesting. So these are my cards for the day. I've got guidance. Who am I? I'm the guidance person. Yeah, the content is amazing in those videos. I hope today's going to be just as good. And I've got what's under that and success. So my reasons for wanting a success. I just enjoy what I'm doing. I do want to get stuff from it, more from it than I have been getting, for sure, because I was missing myself out for such a long time. I'll have a think about that today. Okay, who wants a reading? Joanne. About your finances. Okay. So this is like your higher self helping you to open up to better finances, right? And this is about reaching out to others with your heart to help them. And so, of course, the finances that we get, the money that we get, is always through service. It's through making something, building something, doing something for others. We can't get away from that. Even if you're investing in something, you're providing a service. If somebody is benefiting from that, someone, say, in their business is able to make their product or whatever from your investment. And so everything that we do, everything that we get money from, is from a service or taking action of some sort. Even winning the lotto, you've bought a ticket, right? So you can't get away from it. Being of service is what brings money to you. And so everyone that's waiting for a free ride is trying to not do things by the book, is trying to like be a passenger in life, and it's never going to work. It's never going to get people what they really want. And so this is saying, reach out. The warmth is like your heart. It's like, how do you want to help people? How do you want to be of service to people? What is your heart telling you to do? Generally, you're doing things like for your friends already, of what's in your heart. You're reaching out to your friends already, and it's just saying, like, that stuff that you're doing for your friends, do it for more people, because that's what's going to bring the finances. And this is why it's so important to heal yourself. It's like, if you won't put yourself out there, if you won't offer a service to somebody because you don't trust yourself, you're not loving yourself enough, you're not empowered yet, you're going to stop yourself from doing that. Also, Joanne, your higher self is saying it's been giving you signs. It's been giving you signs of what you need to change within yourself so that you can start this reaching out and being of service to other people. This is where the law of attraction teachings that so many teachers are teaching it that go wrong, is that they're not focused on that healing part of it so that people can actually put themselves out there and be of service. They're not focused on the stuff that they actually did themselves to be confident and to be healed, to be loving themselves, to actually allow that stuff in. It's like you can't just focus on it and it magically come out of nowhere without providing a service. So yeah, Joanne, your higher self is already showing you the way but it's internal stuff that needs to change. Odette. Right, Odette, this is saying that you need to start something. You need to actually initiate that action, take action, right? So, I was asking, did something show up? Did you get an opportunity yesterday to take action on? You said no. This is saying, like, it's you, it's coming from you. You know what to initiate. That's the action that you need to take. So you need to face what you already know. You need to start and take action on it. Like, mine came through me too. Like, I was really aware. Like, when I look back on it, I'm like, oh, well, who got in touch? What was the opportunity? But it was like, it was my higher self got in touch and told me to do those videos and told me to do work and money videos, saying, you know what you need to do. You just need to go. Here you go. You know what to do. You know who you are. You just need to go for it. There you go. Again, your higher self is saying you've been told. MJ, what's going on for you at the moment? Ooh. Similar. You got a new beginning. Everything's changing. Big changes, like not everything, but big changes in your life, MJ. And those changes, of course, are instigated within. Everything is. Changes are always instigated within, so it's a change of mind, a change of beliefs, or a change of how you feel about yourself that leads to a change in behavior, which leads to new beginnings, new choices. And so you've got to go within to get that new beginning, because you've got to feel differently to be able to make different choices. It's quite generic. Come on, MJ's higher self, you can do better than that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this internal transformation, this going within so that you can have this new beginning, is about releasing doubt. So it's like the daily read, that you need to stop doubting, especially the action that you've taken. It's like, if I were to do these videos that I'm doing and then doubt that anyone's going to get readings from it. It's like I'm taking the action and then chopping my legs off. It's like, don't doubt. When you've taken action, when you've had inspiration to do something, when you've followed your intuition and done it, don't doubt it. And so this is the transformation. It's not taking like one step forward and then 2 steps back. Stop doing that, MJ. It's your thoughts about it after you've taken action that's sabotaging you. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Does anyone else want to read it? Just pop up a message saying me, please, and I'll do it for you. Oh, yes. Contradicting yourself with your thoughts. Crystal wants one. Crystal? Someone else doing what you love to do, when you're focused on what they're doing and thinking that they've got it and you don't. Huge in the next 6 months, already instigated inside out. Cool. Yeah, big new beginning for you, MJ. Yeah, Crystal, because the cards that you've got are jealousy and make love. So this is like doing what you love, but you've got jealousy. And so if someone else is doing what you would love to do and you're focused on what they're doing and feeling jealous about it instead of learning from them or doing something similar, being inspired by them to do your own thing in your own way. So your higher self is saying, don't be jealous. It's leading you. It's like whenever people feel jealous, right, they're not realizing that it's a manifestation, because you have an idea, right? You're living life and there's things that you don't like, and then you have an idea of what you want. And that idea is a request from the universe. And then the universe will respond to you and give you ways to get in alignment with that. And then it starts manifesting. And one of the first ways it starts manifesting is you see it in signs around you, and you see it in other people around you, and that's like a step before you get it. And so a lot of people in that stage of when it is manifesting, of course. So think about it, you're attracting that similar energy. You're going to see it in other people first. And then people shut it down, they chop the legs off by getting jealous. Getting jealous is like saying a big no to it, to the universe. It's like, I don't want this. I don't want them to have it. I don't want to have it. But that's not what you want. And so that brings me back to this card too, this overriding energy of the day, which is by the book. This is about use your intuition, but you're also learning from other people too. It's that balance of the two. By the books, how other people have done it, how other people are doing it, what's the method, the way that it works for others. Reading's total validation. Awesome. Okay. So Crystal, what is it that you want to do? Because you've got the same card as me, this guidance card. Supporting people, guiding people. You want to be doing that. You'd love to do that. So don't be jealous about other people doing it. Learn from them. It's showing you the way. And so as someone said, who was it that said? Someone said, your intuition, you ask for something, then your intuition leads you to somebody to learn from them about how they did it. And because it's got a key for you. It's not about going out there and searching. So say if you were to go out there and like try and find people that are doing what it is that you want to do, and then find out who are making the most money, say, and then look at how they're doing it and then copy them. That's like the wrong way of going about it, because that's not using your intuition. Your higher self will lead you to someone that's doing it in a similar way, or there's an aspect of the way that they're doing it is that will that you can learn from. No, not contradicting. They have validated exactly what I've been doing. Good. Is there a love offer coming in from me, from anyone? Love comes all the time. We've got love offers constantly from the universe, but you mean like a relationship offer, don't you? Which is different. Quick answer is no, Elaine. But because you got the time alone card, so that's a no. That's a no for you, Elaine. Because you need to simplify your life. It's like, do you really want a match to you at the moment, or have you got stuff to sort out within your life before you bring a partner in that's going to match you? You know, it's like if we've got stuff to heal, if we've got things that need sorting out in our life, if we've got like sabotages or unhealthy patterns or whatever, do you really want to get a relationship when you're like that, a total match to yourself? Or do you want to sort those things out and then when you've sorted them out, then get a match, because that's going to be a relationship that will be able to last longer. So simplify your life with this time alone. Let's see what else your higher self has to say about this time alone now. It's really powerful. Yeah. And Elaine, the thing that you need to sort out by yourself first is abundance. You need to have more of an awareness from that. So Elaine, are you looking for a partner because you want them to sort out your finances? You want them to help you with your finances? You want to hand over your power in that way? Because I'm telling you, if that's what you're looking for, you're going to end up with a hard lesson. You're going to end up with someone that takes the power from you, and you're going to feel like they've done it to you, that they're trying to wield power over you, that they're trying to control you with their money or something. So you need to have a higher awareness of your abundance and sort that out first. And so it could be like your true self is a really successful, abundant person. And you need to get to that state before you bring a partner that's really going to match you you truly are, your higher self, your soul level. So yeah, time alone is about getting a higher awareness about your abundance and what's really true to you. And it could be the opposite way around. You know, a lot of people, for that would be like sorting out money worries or something. But for other people, like if I look back to my 28-year-old self, that advice for me would be to stop focusing so much on money and to know that there's other things that are way more important to my soul than chasing those, chasing the figures and stuff like that. Be single forever? No, you won't be. Alone. There's always, as I said, the universe is always offering love to us. But sometimes we're steered away from it by our higher selves because we're just not ready. It's like step up in other areas. I see it in my readings, right? You know, it's like people, you know, when you get my readings, when you get private readings, you can choose between general, love, work, money, and health. And someone might choose like general and love, right, for the reading. Like you would probably choose that, Elaine. And then when I do the reading, it's like the higher self doesn't want to talk about the relationship stuff at all. Wants to talk about the work or something. It's like sometimes your agenda isn't what's best for you, and your higher self knows what's best for you. And like for me at the moment, I'm single at the moment, and I'm happy single at the moment. I'm focused on my business, and I know that I need to, because my last relationship that I was in, I ended up focusing on his business more. Great fun. And I don't regret it at all because it was really important. And it's also a part of my path too. I know that. I can see that. But still, I let my business drop a little. I put all of my energy into his business. And I need to stop doing that. I need to stop giving that part of myself away when I get into relationships. I need to stop getting so distracted by them. I need to stay firmly on my path when I'm in relationships. So I'm happy to be by myself, sorting this stuff out at the moment. In the same way, Elaine, you're being directed. Simplify your life at the moment. So, and it will be on your path to a relationship for sure. No avoiding it. Like Nikki, who's usually in here. She's like, she hasn't been in a relationship for a long time, right? And she's getting like weekly readings with me. And her higher self was going on like every week, going on about romance and relationships. And she's like, what's going on? Like, I'm not interested in this at all. Of course, her higher self was trying to wake her up to it because it's on her path. So sometimes our defenses close us down to things that are actually on our path. Thank you for loving my energy, Crystal. Does anyone else want a reading? Oh, will I receive my money soon? I've been waiting on for a while. Nah, I'm getting from, if it's money from your work, from work that you've done, you'll allow it in when you really appreciate that work that you did. If it's not for work that you did, if it's something else, it's about appreciating the avenue it's coming from. Okay. Yeah, if you want further information, then get a private reading. Does anyone else want a reading? Anyone else on there? Where are you all watching from anyway? Where are you all? I'm in Thailand. Koh Tao. You're welcome, Crystal. So yeah, I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to carry on making videos for these work, career, business, money readings. New Mexico. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well and click like on this video. And yeah, look out for those uploads I'll do today sometime in about 5 to 7 hours. They'll all be there. Hi Amy, how are you? Would you like a reading, Amy? I'm going to go for breakfast on the way to the beach as well. My favourite cafe. Smoked salmon and eggs. And, oh, Amy. What does Amy's higher self have to say? What was that? Okay, 3 cards came out. And this is about, it's interesting we got that by the book card, because it's about what other people are doing creatively, and you doing it your way. It might be similar, but you do it your way. And so not thinking that the way that they're doing it is better than the way that you do it. Loving what you do artistically. What do you do, Amy? You're some kind of an artist or creative. We're all creative in some kind of way. But yeah, just watch out for putting people on pedestals or thinking that the way that they're doing it is the right way to do it, and that your way isn't, because of course you're going to attract people that want the way that you do it, your creativity. And so don't try and push it, Amy. And so let go of the trying to push it. Oh, jewelry, okay. Right. Yeah, so I'm trying to push the expansion. So maybe you're trying to sell more of your jewelry or get more customers or whatever. That pushing kind of energy isn't what's going to expand it for you. This is doing it your way of doing it. It's like I was saying, you weren't here at the start, but I was saying about my business, and I'm just finding out that the way that I like to market is, of course, doing videos and stuff, letting people know who I am, like inspiring people. Traditional marketing methods of the manipulation and the trying to poke people's mood points and stuff, as much as that works as well for the healing stuff, because it is about healing your wounds and things like that, but I just can't do it that way. Like, it's just not me. And so by putting myself out there, showing people what I do, then I attract people that already want what it is that I can offer. And so in the same way, you do your stuff in your way, and the marketing even, you will do it in your way, and that's going to bring the people that want what you can give. I came up in someone's reading yesterday, one of the star signs. It was like doing things your way, not other people's way. Cool. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Get myself down to the beach, make some more videos. I'm going to go for a swim as well, got my bikini on. I'm going to go for a swim in the ocean. Might even video myself doing that. That'd be funny. You're welcome, Amy. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Clicking like on my videos. Remember to check out the videos that I'm going to doing from the beach for each star sign that I'll be publishing later on today. And come along tomorrow if you like this. Bye. Have a great day or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are.